This evening is live right now. St. Pete City Council is entering the 9th hour of a marathon discussion centered on the future of the gas plant district and the Rays. Thank you for joining us on 10 Tampa Bay. I'm Carolina Leid in for Courtney tonight.
And I'm Frank Wiley. The marathon session was the first for City Council to publicly talk about the agreement for the proposed multi-billion-dollar gas plant redevelopment. 10 Tampa Bay's Aaron Parsegian live for us with where it goes from here. Aaron.
A silver tsunami. And a lot of them will be spending the next part of their lives as retirees.
And you know this part right here. For years, Florida has been a top spot for retirees. But coming to the Sunshine State can make retirees feel a little bit gloomy. Doctors say all the changes
is live right now. And you are watching 10 Tampa Bay at 6. I'm Dave Wagner.
And I'm Carolina Leid. Happening right now, a marathon session in the St. Pete City Council as members discuss the proposed multi-billion-dollar redevelopment of the historic gas plant district.
10 Tampa Bay's Aaron Parsegian has been there all day long, joins us live right now. Aaron, a lot of questions for developers and the Rays.
Department released new video of a Tampa teenager killed a little over 3 weeks ago and 2 other young people who they're calling persons of interest. It's been a little over 3 weeks now since Javario was murdered, and detectives are still looking for information leading to an arrest in the 14-year-old's murder. They
did receive an email that BSI was processing her wig order. Last week, she received 5 boxes with about 5 to 7 wigs in each of them. Not quite enough inventory to open a store. Although they would not confirm how many complaints they have received, we do know the Georgia Attorney General is investigating the company because it is headquartered in the Atlanta area. This story started off as a tip. If you have something we should look into, email tips at 10tampabay.com and we'll check it out. Jennifer Titus, 10 Investigates.
Right now, Pinellas County crews in Madeira Beach are preparing the coastline for the upcoming hurricane season.
They're working on what's called sand groins, which keep the sand from washing away during weather events. The groins are pieces of metal about
connected. You're watching 10 Tampa Bay with Carolina Leid, Dave Wagner, meteorologist Natalie Ferrari, and sports with Evan Klosky. 10 Tampa Bay is live right now.
On to at 6, Florida's Attorney General says her office has taken action against nearly a dozen fake SunPass websites.
It comes after many of you contacted our Verify team about suspicious text messages demanding payments for unpaid tolls. Verify anchor Josh Adorowitz is here with the update.
Attorney General Ashley keep you informed, prepared, and connected. And this week, the National Weather Service wants to make sure you know how to stay safe in a hurricane.
So yesterday we talked about what to do when a storm threatens. Today's topic is arguably the most crucial. It's all about what to do in the middle of a storm. 10 Tampa Bay meteorologist Colleen Campbell is here with what you need to know.
That's right. So when we talk about severe weather and hurricanes included, tropical storms included, number one, we need more than one way to get that severe weather information, right? So the first way that you can do would be the 10 Tampa Bay app. It's absolutely free. It's available on all devices, and you have it in the palm of your hand. But also the NOAA weather radios are another well-known, excellent source. Another point here, and this is from the National Weather Service. All week long, we've been working with them to give you little tidbits that you can keep in your back pocket for when we approach hurricane season, which is 20-something days away. You want to make sure you have a safe place that's away from wind, away from the water, because of course storm surge, and those winds can be pretty strong as well, which leads to that storm surge. And then the inland impacts, think about this too. Of course, if you're in an evacuation zone, that is not a safe place, but also if you're at those inland locations, what other impacts can be felt far away from the coast? A lot of the times, every time we think about tropical storms and hurricanes, we think about the coastal impacts first, and we should, but you need to keep in mind the inland areas as well. And then, of course, listen to the officials, not just us here at 10 Tampa Bay, but the National Weather Service, NOAA. Again, a weather radio, excellent tool to have. A lot of them are powered by the sun, or they have that hand crank. And of course, the 10 Tampa Bay app is in the palm of your hand anytime you need it. Even if you lose power, you can just work off of your service there. All right, speaking of severe weather, they had an enhanced risk that was spread across several states today. This was issued by the Storm Prediction Center, and that goes all the way from Texas to Georgia. As we go into tomorrow, that risk has been reduced to a slight risk, and it's mainly for the Nature Coast. It just stops at Citrus County right here, that northern slice of Citrus County. So yes, part of our viewing area is in a slight risk. Now, are we going to have a widespread severe weather event? Not necessarily. An isolated stronger storm definitely possible, but the main threat would be wind. Right now on this loop here, you do see that nice squall line that has been moving through southern Georgia, southeast Georgia, just starting to enter into the Florida Panhandle. It is losing some of its umph and power as it starts to sink southward. That's our front that will be moving through the next 24 hours. Again, we're not expecting this to be a widespread severe weather event for us. Last few hours here has been pretty quiet. Today's almanac, the daytime high was 89. On average, we're around 88, so it really wasn't that far off from that average mark. Now, this morning's low, 76, yeah, that's a little toasty. Hey, this is our new camera that we've been telling you about. Great view, right? We have that bird's eye view. Here's the Tropicana. Temperatures are still in the upper 80s at this time. As we move into tonight, we will start to fall into those lower 80s, upper 70s, so it will be another mild and muggy night, type of night that those bugs loved. The other night, I will say, I was out in the no-see-ums. They got my ankles, so make sure you're wearing the bug spray. Very humid, a few showers again possible for tomorrow. That's with that front that will be sinking into our area. An isolated storm along the Nature Coast, definitely possible. But check this out. Our rain chances do start to increase as we move into next week. That's some excellent news because we could use it. I did want to point out really quickly here, fog could be an issue tomorrow morning. Just make sure you're leaving a little bit of extra time. Finally, on your 7-day forecast here, Mother's Day looking gorgeous for mom. Lower humidity and temperatures not too bad with that lower humidity. Again, rain chances increasing next week from Monday all the way up until Thursday. We pretty much have a chance for a shower to storm each day.
Now,
You can still donate to cereal for summer through the end of May. Just bring cereal boxes to the Feeding Tampa Bay warehouse. You can also donate online.
Thanks to the folks.
How do you create an equitable hiring process?